Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. From Asthmacore Studios near Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, man.
It's the Weedsman Podcast.
I have no idea what's going on.
And now,
You have smoked yourself retarded.
here are the Weedsmen.
You want to get high?
Welcome to the Weedsman Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Aaron. Welcome back.
Did you get out of school yet?
Yeah, it's summertime, huh? Or
Yeah.
at least it feels like it out
It's
there.
your last day of school,
It was a long time ago.
right?
So long ago that my kids don't even have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
Although, still, I have to admit, the other day I was walking through my neighborhood, walking the dog, and I saw some kids. I think they looked like they were getting out of school in the middle of the day, and I was like, I bet you this is their last day. And I was so jealous of that, of having that feeling.
Oh, yeah, that you never have again.
Yeah. And I understand that, like, it's not just circumstantial. Like, it's a feeling of the moment. You will never be that innocent again, that is that exciting to you.
Yeah.
Right? That's the core of that
It's
feeling.
a lot more to excite you as an adult like that.
Right. And it's all fleeting, right? That pleasure of the summer ahead of you, it seemed to stretch out indefinitely. And then, of course, by September, it's crept up on you faster than you thought. But yeah, it just feels like, because doing 2 months of anything as a child is for fucking ever.
It's eternity.
It's like, this is my life now, right?
Yes.
So every summer was like, yeah, this is my life now. This can be all right.
Yeah, 3 months when you're a kid is fucking, goddamn, that's most of the year.
Yeah. What did you do with your summers?
Lot of playing with the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was, like where I grew up had like kind of a parks and recreation program at like all the schools. Essentially, it was essentially a day camp where you went home for lunch. They're like, you can come here and hang out all day and we'll entertain you, but we're not fucking feeding you.
Right.
You're going home for lunch.
Yeah, so you never went to a summer camp as a kid?
No, I didn't do the whole, yeah.
I never did either. And like my parents weren't poor, but like we were just always scraping by, it seemed like. We never had the latest and greatest stuff. My dad was always buying used cars and working on them and stuff like that. But like my dad is a provider. He's always been like, I ain't slinging any shit. Like, but we never, like, the thought of paying for a camp was just outrageous.
Well, there was a family vacation most summers.
Yeah.
And it usually involved camping because they said, yeah.
Oh, we went camping. Oh no, we went camping like a motherfucker. Yes.
Yeah.
Like actual throw up a tent, have a bear steal your food, see a 3-legged raccoon camping.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, like, I did not go to summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for rich kids.
Yeah. And you know what? I was never fucking jealous because it seemed like hell. They would come back with all these, I mean, maybe there was some jealousy of like the kids that you knew that went to camp and they had, stories that like this and that happened, but you wouldn't understand why it was so funny you had to be there.
And now we know a lot of them got molested.
I mean, statistically, I guess, maybe more likely. I don't know.
I mean, I feel back when we were kids, like the counselors, did not keep their hands off the kids. That's now more frowned upon.
But yeah, I didn't like the camp kids. I guess that's what I'm saying. But then, so you were a band kid, right? I was never a band kid.
Yes. My summer vacation ended 1 week early for band camp in high school.
And fucking band kids that is a fucking, like, that's a tight group. And I don't know, like, the band kids always just had a different sense of humor. Like, they all had their own in-jokes and stuff, and
bunch of dorks.
Yeah. And so that's
however, there was a cachet, there was a cool, if you played the drums, you were allowed to like, it seemed you were allowed to float in and out of perhaps some of the cooler, the more popular circles because drums,
that was,
drums wasn't as dorky as like perhaps playing the trombone.
Right. Yeah.
And I brought down my dork factor.
I get why you'd want to hit stuff all day, bro, but like, who'd want to stick C-3PO's dick in their mouth all fucking day? Who'd want to blow a droid all fucking day?
Well, I had to blow a droid in the marching band with the saxophone so I could play, so I could knock down some dork points because I played guitar in the jazz band. But you couldn't, in my high school, you couldn't do jazz band if you weren't in the marching and symphonic band.
Right. But you did sax?
Yeah, it was terrible.
What size sax?
All of them.
All of them?
Started with alto, played the baritone for a year, played the tenor for a year.
Okay. The tenor is like probably the most, when we think of 80s, wouldn't that be a tenor sax?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like 80s man doing a sax solo on a fucking Huey Lewis song. That's
tenor
a tenor
sax is the saxophone that the saxophone solo in old time rock and roll is being played on.
Yeah. Whereas like the, what's the low one again?
Baritone.
So the baritone is more like rhythmic, like a tuba kind of thing?
The baritone, you've heard that in Motown.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I get you. But in an ensemble, right?
Hold on. I got a good one.
Like maybe like Dirty Bird, is that a baritone sax? Or is that still tenor?
Dirty Bird?
Not Dirty, the Bird. The Bird. Isn't that's got a...
Well, that guy's a baritone.
Yeah. So that just sounds like a baritone sax and a bass guitar for your low end, and that's it. Like, but that's basically just holding down the bass.
Yeah.
Like I said, more rhythmic than a melodic or harmonic instrument.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most the camp kids, they all had their fucking songs, and then they do like activities where they put on plays and shit, and sure, like some of the outdoor stuff, like we went canoeing or something like that. That shit's all fun, but I did that. That's what I did with my family. We did. It was nice to be able to like go out on a canoe out on a lake or river or something and just experience nature, where that is like you're in a more like contained area and under like different circumstances, and everybody's out in the fucking canoe at the same time. Like that's not the same thing to me.
It's like school in the woods.
That's communal, and I get that, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I want out of camping per se. I'm not antisocial, but I want to have opportunities to go out and just experience nature.
I'm there to commune with nature.
Yes, I'm communing. Yes,
on my
absolutely.
time.
Yeah,
there's no schedule for communing with nature.
Yeah, so there was just zero appeal to any kind of camp situation. The closest I ever came, my mom worked at Greenfield Village over the summer. And she was a server at a restaurant, and she had to wear like the whole, like, I don't know what you call it, the big skirt with the layers and all that shit.
Well, she had to dress like she was in the fucking 1890s or whatever.
I think further back than that even.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
She churned butter?
She didn't, no, she just served it. It was just a restaurant, a regular restaurant where they dressed up. It wasn't like, the restaurant experience wasn't supposed to be authentic in and of itself. I think you could get a hamburger. It's just, the lady who brought it to you be wearing a, funny little tea doily on her head or something like that. One of those what is the grandma from the Sylvester and Tweety cartoons wear on her head?
Like a bonnet.
Is it a bonnet? It's not a not like fucking Handmaid's Tale or like it has like elastic. It looks like a shower cap, but if it was made out of a doily. And old ladies used to wear them, right?
Yeah, it's like a bonnet.
Yeah, what is that? Is that a bonnet? That's probably just a modern bonnet.
Yeah.
We'll be playing this Saturday at the Magic Stick, the Modern Bonnets.
Modern Bonnets. They are now.
I like that name. It has nice O sounds that kind of rolls over. So, yeah, now your summers to you now means fucking hard labor. Right?
Yeah, for me, in the industry I'm in.
This is like the exact opposite. You're in.
But it's when we make our money. So it's like, it's
now it's hump mode.
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
So do you even,
from my calendar is a tale of two lifestyles.
Yeah.
Like I said, November to March is a completely we're talking like 4-day work weeks, 25 hours that you can do when you're part owner.
Yeah, and you're outside a lot and getting all your exercise. Do you even go to the gym when you're?
Oh, yeah.
You still go to the gym
Went
when
today.
you're? Yeah.
I took
Where do you
two.
go?
I took 2 weeks off during the big push. Last 2 weeks of May,
Yeah.
I did not go.
I took some time off. I had to take some time off for my back injury, and I'm just now getting back into the swing of it.
Yeah.
But you lose this. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I lose a step quite easily when it comes
You do,
to
but you
gym.
get it back quickly too.
Yeah.
Like last week was a struggle,
Yeah.
especially.
So this is first week back, and I'm struggling.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be fine by next week.
Okay.
You see, because I was thinking to like, especially because my week starts on Thursday. Thursday's day one. And last week, Thursday was fucking tough. I remember going, oh, geez, fucking Christ. And today I was like just jamming right through it. So like, yeah, you get it back in like a week. I've read articles on it too that say in a couple weeks you don't lose much and it doesn't take you much to get back, to where you were.
Have you played around? I mean, I know obviously you've adjusted your diet a lot too.
Yes.
But do you eat specifically for workout? Like, do you try to bulk up with anything? Do you ever do any powders, or do you eat like certain proteins before or after your workout?
Oh man, you just, wow.
This is now a fitness podcast.
Yeah, you just, we're going to be deemed right wing, fitness bros, all that crap. But, everything you said, like,
Because I don't, and I'm kind of curious about it, but my fear is
I keep my nutrition on a spreadsheet for starters.
I want to get into this, but like, I just want to lay out my fear here is that if I get into actually actively putting on muscle mass, that if I feel like I'm not fully committed to it, I'll just have a lot of weight that I'll have to deal with. Exactly. Like, I don't want to be 6 months into this process and then my brain does this. It's just like, what are you doing? Why?
Well, my first question is, what do you eat?
Everything. All I've done diet wise is really eat out less, and eat less. That's it.
I mean, that's a start.
Yeah. And I'm not necessarily looking to change my diet, but I guess, that would be a big part of if I wanted to actually like put on mass.
I monitor my nutrition macros. I monitor my calorie intake and calorie burn.
Yeah.
I monitor my saturated fat, fiber, and
Holy
sugar
shit.
levels. Like, yeah, my friends call it it's nutritional. Like, I manage it like a serial killer.
I'll monitor signal levels all day long, but I just can't monitor those.
Don't you know what else is killer? These abs.
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
No, but during the winter, and I learned this last year, during the winter I do the bulk because I'm moving around less. So it's easier to eat more calories and not go broke. I tried to bulk up for a few weeks in the summer last year.
It's
you know how
costly.
expensive it is? Try to eat 4,000, 5,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Of good protein.
Yes, of good calories. Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah. So I bulk up in the fall and the winter, and then right now I'm doing the deficit. For me, and what I've read is the magic number is 15%.
15%.
You don't want
What's
to
that?
eat more than 15% of your calories you're intaking for bulking, and you don't want to burn more than 15% on average of the calories when you're trying to cut, because you'll start burning muscle.
Right.
You don't want to get rid of the muscle that you're trying to essentially show off when you're cutting.
Yeah, you're eating into your savings.
Yes. And then for bulking, if they said it's after 15%, you're just getting fat.
Right.
And then, you got to make sure 30% of the calories you eat are protein, and you got to keep the fat to 30% or lower. Like, it's.
Yeah, I think, who was I listening to that they were talking about? Oh, it was, I think she was like a kind of I don't want to say circus performer because those don't really exist anymore, but some sort of performer that does like, aerial stunts and shit like that, works in Vegas. And she was talking about, like, she eats a serving of what she called good protein before a workout, and she didn't call it a sugar, but that's basically what it was like, but good sugar, non-starchy, non-fibrous sugars.
I work out in the morning. I eat peanut butter sandwiches.
Things that your body is going to process right now.
Yes.
There's certain things that you ingest that your body is like, okay, that's a save it for later. And there's other things where like, we are going to process this now and get energy out of it. So you do that, you eat that, she eats that before her workout and after.
Yeah. And then if I work out in the afternoon, I eat equal parts Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt and non-fat Greek yogurt and raspberries.
Yeah. And so I guess what's happening here is that.
And then I eat protein powder, protein shake every day.
So you eat in order to have energy to do your workout, right? And then when you eat again, your body is making decisions about what to do with all that stuff, right? Again, some of it's now and some of it's later. Some of it can go into muscle, some of it can go into fat. And if your body was just like, hey, we're using these muscles a lot, break us off, some of that shit that you're passing out, because we could really use it. And they're like, all right, we were going to send it down to the ass and the gut. But I guess if you guys, find that you need more of it. And so that's how your body's actually working. You just have to keep reminding it that like, no, we're still working these muscles. Yeah.
I mean, I just keep an eye on all, and saturated fat and sugar are what make you fat. So I keep those to 10%. My spreadsheet is for this week and then a rolling 7-day so I can see where everything's at. And that helps too, like when I go to like parties and shit, like I know.
Yeah.
And trust me, if I've learned to make beer work for me, especially summertime. There's holidays and there's get-togethers, there's all this shit and there's all this. I still eat the shit I want to eat. I just don't eat a whole lot of it, but still a lot of our food is just fatty and sugary. And like if I need a day where I need to bring down my fat percentage a little lower, hey, it's Coors time, baby. Like beer's just drinking carbs. They're terrible carbs, but
oh yeah, your body's going to want to store all that.
But I eat a lot of fucking wheat bread. I eat a lot of whole wheat bread. I eat like 3 loaves a week of that shit.
The whole wheat bread has good, isn't that glucose?
It's good carbs.
Good carbs. Yeah.
A lot of chicken, a lot of white meat. Red meat's now a treat.
They've been talking about this a lot on election profit makers. David Reese, who was in Dicktown with John Hodgman, he voices the tall character of that duo. He's very funny. And they were talking about why they were working out. And his partner was like talking about how he wants to be, he's always been really skinny and he wants to he wants to just literally change his shape, And David was just like, I just want to be able to get back up. If I fall, I want to be able to get back up. Seeing old people, when you were a kid, seeing old people that would fall and couldn't get themselves back on their own 2 feet without some help it scared the fuck out of me. And I'm right there with him. Like at this point, especially at this point in my life where I'm not in a relationship, I'm turning 50 this year, and who knows? I mean, like, I'm not even looking. Right? I'm not saying I'm completely closed off to the idea, but I'm not. I'm not actively looking for anything. And I don't even know how I would still do everything in my life that I'm doing right now that I want to be doing, and have somebody else in my life that I have to share that with. Shit changes. Maybe you meet the right person, but I have to make peace with dying on my own. And if I fall, I need to be able to get myself back up. That's why that is what ultimately motivates my ass to go over to that nasty ass Planet Fitness over there and at least spend a half hour just,
Oh, you go Planet Fitness around here?
Oh yeah, the one on 8 Mile.
Oh, that has to be an experience.
Well, living this close to it, where like, especially now, I just hop on my bike and ride over to it because it's a half mile. It's a lot better experience because I don't even touch the locker room. I'm just straight in and out of that place. Because 4 times out of 10, you enter that locker room And you ever just take a towel, wad it up, and then stick it in a corner for 2 weeks and then hold it up to your face? That is exactly what it's like entering the room. It's like somebody just smashes you in the face with a moldy ass towel. It gets so fucking pungent in there sometimes.
See, the one I go to is actually noted for being one of the cleaner ones in the area.
You go to the Mount Clemens one right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to that one. That's the one I would stop at a lot, sometimes before or after our podcast when I would go out to your place.
Oh, nice.
I like that one a lot, yeah. But some of them do get really nasty.
Oh, no, I've been to some interesting locations.
Oh, you wanted to, dude. So I was reading about a guy who, this was in Indiana, Planet Fitness, so not too far from us. His name was Derek Sink. He was 39 years old. He passed away in a tanning bed at Planet Fitness. So Planet Fitness wasn't at fault for any of this. It was a drug overdose.
I'm get high and go tanning, man. What, you do meth and then go sit in a tanning bed?
He overdosed on fentanyl. So if he overdosed on fentanyl, who knows? I mean, some people do just straight up take fentanyl. A lot of times an overdose on fentanyl means it was in his Coke, or something. I mean, this guy was a gym rat. Look at this guy. I mean, he's got a nice bod, but dude, this guy screams Coke, right? If anything, if this guy's high on drugs and he's not at a rave, I'm thinking Coke.
Or
even at a
supplements.
Rave. Yeah. Well, but something that fentanyl could get into. Is
right.
What I'm saying. So I don't know. But what's crazy is his girlfriend has been arrested. It is being charged with supplying him. I mean, come on, man. This is a free fucking country. You're telling me that his girlfriend, was pushing this shit on this 39-year-old dude? I don't know.
Yeah, how about you're 39 years old and you did something that fucked with your heart? Yeah.
Being prosecuted for supplying, not for selling per se, just for this person gave it to you. I think that's just going too far.
It's a southern state.
Indiana.
Yeah, okay.
So south from here, but no.
No, I mean it's.
But what was crazy about this story is that his dead body was found in the Planet Fitness 3 days after he passed away.
Oh, check your shit. Well, yeah,
he sat in that tanning bed.
What was his 24/7 location?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Either way, it tells you how often they actually clean those things. Not just clean, totally clean the tanning bed. And I get, they've got the disinfectant spray and the wipes and all that shit. You're supposed to clean it before and after, and that's all good and fine. But still, it has to be professionally cleaned every once in a while. I would think more often than every 3 days. You can't just trust everybody to do a good job.
Oh, not anymore.
So I don't know. I almost did a tanning bed over the winter just because I have eczema, and sunlight is one of the best things for it, but there's not a lot of that to be found during the winter time. So I was looking at that as a supplement, but I was like, I don't want to go into that fucking thing. I just peeked in the room. I'm not getting in that thing.
I keep threatening to do
your nasty ass bacteria-ridden cancer tube. You want me to go sit in?
I keep threatening to do the aqua massage.
The aqua massage is good. I'll sit in those beds, but it's vinyl covered and you can spray it down and you're just laying down on it with your clothes on, fully clothed. No homo. I don't do those. That's why I haven't spray it on.
Oh, did you see? The bromance is over.
Oh, it's a fit. The war has begun.
Oh, whatever.
Did you see their social media posts going at each other?
In my opinion, you want my opinion? Trump's reaction is rather measured to the first term Trump. In my opinion, I think Elon's being the big baby in all this. He didn't get what he wanted.
I mean, the bar is on the ground for this, but this is a more mature Trump that we're seeing.
Yes.
And more, he's learned.
Yeah.
He's actually learned.
In his one response, he didn't, I don't think anywhere in either of these responses he's called them a name.
I mean,
the one he's just I'm disappointed.
for looking at the evolution of a personality, this is like saying that fish just got out of the water. This is early stages for him becoming a full human.
Right.
But still, I mean, you got to give him props where it's due.
Nothing that I've seen, he has crazy, there's no nickname, right? Crazy Elon. There's none of that. He just says like he's disappointed in him and he just, he didn't get what he wants. But this, is it for Trump? These are measured responses.
Let's see. Trump has said, look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore. Musk responded to the comments in real time on X, where he continued to swipe at the legislation and Trump directly. Where is this guy today? ? Musk wrote as he re-upped another user's compilation of past Trump tweets citing high deficits, unbalanced budgets, and more. So basically saying like Trump's lost his way or lied to you during the election.
I mean, I think Trump brought him in like, man, we got to spend a shitload of money. So
this is where
I'm bringing this dude to help trim some money so we can spend all this money.
I mean, this is the battle of the two craziest people in America, right? And I think Elon's actually winning this one. If the goal is to be more crazy,
power versus wealth, who wins? Power.
Yeah, because all wealth is the route to power. And if you have a lot of money and you just lost power, then you're less powerful.
Elon's the wealthiest guy in the world, but Trump runs like the fucking strongest economy in the world. So checkmate.
So Musk responded to a user, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Really? So Musk is taking credit for giving Joe Biden Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Is that... Because how...
Yeah.
I mean, like...
It was Elon's fault that, Biden couldn't string together a sentence a year ago.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The date. It's like
Joe
almost
Rogan
like a year
brought
ago.
more voters to Trump than fucking... Way more than Elon did. Elon being like... He is in the press all the time because he's such a curiosity. Why is his eye black? Why does he have so many weird kids with kids with weird names? What about the ketamine use? Blah, blah, blah. But he is not influential in that, unless, the only people that are kissing his ass are the people that want his money directly. Otherwise, what do they give a fuck?
I mean, he's influential to the stock market. I don't know how he has not been, I do know how, right? He's the richest guy in the world. But how he hasn't been called on the carpet by the SEC for manipulating the stock market. Because he can do that with his tweets.
Are we talking about Trump or Elon?
Elon.
Because they both do this.
Right?
They've both done it.
Well, with Trump, it's presidential immunity. But with Elon, how has he not been called out for? He can send out a tweet and send the stock market up or down.
Yeah. I think, who knows why this guy lashes out, because he lashes out at people a lot. But he also said something to the why haven't we seen this sealed report or whatever the fuck it was on what's his nuts? The guy who...
Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein. The guy who, quote unquote...
Hung
himself. Why haven't we seen the final report on this? Why is it still sealed? The truth is, according to Elon, that it's because Trump is indicted in this. That, he's been on the Epstein planes.
Dude.
Of course, yes.
2 gentlemen who are still alive that were sitting presidents are on that list. You're never seeing that list till these guys are dead.
No.
I said this years ago, there is so much power on that list, we'll never know who's on that list.
In another post, Musk wrote, whatever, period.
What are you, 15? Are you a 15-year-old girl?
Also, ABC News, you could have left that one out, right? He probably tweeted out 35 times today, and you wrote a story about all the things that he tweeted. That one made the cut? One that was just whatever, period?
Well, has Elon got the emo music cranked up? Got the lights out in his room?
Oh, yeah. Elon is now signaling that he's going to have his own party. He's going to break off from the Republican Party.
Anyone could start a viable third party.
You think it would be Elon?
He's got the resources.
But like as a candidate or
just to start it.
Yeah.
Find
just to be the money. Yeah.
Yeah, be the bag of money like you've been.
Yep. He's going to start his own party and it's going to have blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. Just mean liberals are going to, are Teslas cool again? Are you allowed to slap your DNC sticker back on your Tesla now?
Yeah. What a crazy turn of events for the Tesla car. First praised as an eco-friendly alternative to gas guzzling.
10 years ago, it was a sign of the libtard. 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Then what is it? Who was it? Who said it? Was it John Oliver or Jon Stewart? It was somebody who said it became the fuck you mobile of the right somehow in the last 10 minutes. No, Bill Maher.
Yeah. Trump fired back. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted. And he just went crazy in Capitol. Was there really going to be an EV mandate? I mean, it's long past due. Like
a few weeks ago, Trump was fucking selling Teslas on the fucking front lawn of the White House.
Yeah.
I think nobody wants them. I took away his mandate.
I mean, the government could do that easily. They could make electric cars not just affordable, but cheaper than gas cars. That would be easy to do, actually. It's all the infrastructure that's built around gas cars that is making that politically hard to do.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of jobs.
Yeah. There's a lot of jobs in getting the oil and refining, transporting it, all these gas stations up and down everywhere.
I'm sure you've seen it. It went around last year. Billy Bob, it's from Landman.
Oh yeah, did you watch Landman or you just saw the clip?
I just saw the clip, but
yeah.
I've heard about it. No, I've heard about the scene where
oil's and everything.
Yeah, and I've heard about the scene where he talks about he quit drinking and he's drinking what is it? Michelob Ultras or something.
Yeah, Michelob Ultras. Yeah, you consider this beer?
Yeah, he's like, tell you what. And he points to whiskey or tequila or something. I'll come here tomorrow night, drink 6 of those. And I'll drink 6 of these, and you tell me if I'm drunk or not.
Yeah,
something like that.
You tell me the difference.
Yeah. But no, there's the speech we're in where he talks about when they're standing at a wind turbine, and he just goes through all of the oil that's just involved in putting up the fucking one wind turbine.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that one. There's another one he does a female lawyer at the bar who is like being kind of shitty about having to work for an oil company and just, says something offhand like we'd be better off without it. And he's like, it doesn't matter. Like it's in everything. It's your whole life. The whole economy runs on it. You can't just pull it out. This whole thing collapses.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Yeah.
Especially we are in Detroit. Like this town would not exist.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of not wrong. I mean, ultimately, it is totally possible. If we take a lot of the wasted resources that we're sinking into things like the military and just focus that on changing over and not just making it affordable for people, but actually making it viable for companies to change over without having a loss of profit, this is totally possible. These are things that we can do as a country.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not popular enough.
Well, also but in the way California's trying to do it, that's not gonna. You got to do it in 10 years. Well, good luck. Everyone's just gonna leave.
Yeah, you can't do it with mandates and taxing the shit out of people.
Yeah.
You have to work with people, and you have to work with corporations in order to achieve that. But so not in our lifetime.
Exactly.
I have a television recommendation for you that I think you might actually watch.
I'm sure we'll watch it, but
you might watch this one. You do have Netflix, right?
No, I will have access to it soon.
Okay.
I currently do not have it.
So you will have regular access to a Netflix account. They released recently season 1. I guess there's going to be another season of this, of a series that was based on a movie that was written by Alan Alda called The Four Seasons. Did you ever see the original? This is a movie that basically it took place in 4 different seasons. It followed 3 couples and how their relationship evolved over the course of that year, basically. So they were kind of well-off couples, and they took regular vacations together. So, you see them at a summer resort. You see them at in the fall, they go to visit the college for their kids or some reason or other. I don't know. But this remake, it's Tina Fey and Will Forte play one couple. Steve Carell and I don't know if you'll know her name, Carrie Kenny Silver.
Yes.
Yeah. Wasn't she in Reno 911?
Yeah.
They're another
Trudy
couple.
Weigel.
And then Coleman Domingo, and I've never seen him before, but he's fabulous in this. Marco Calavani.
Isn't that Domingo guy from Saturday Night? No, wait, that's a character.
No, Coleman Domingo is, I'll get a picture of him. That dude. You might have seen him in something. He's been in shows and movies. It was in Sing Sing was really good. He's fantastic. Everything that I've seen him in, he's been just amazing. And he is not only a standout in this show, but I think maybe the funniest one, and everybody's funny in it. It's a really great drama that is funny throughout and just really well written.
My girlfriend has said, since we're going to be living together, she said, we got to find some TV shows to watch together.
This is like a perfect show to watch. This is
a watch with your lady show.
You're both going to get stuff out of it. It's like, I found it to be very truthful and revealing of what relationships are like, but handling it with a lot of humor. Yeah, I was going to say more, but I think I don't want to, there's kind of some spoilers in there.
All right.
So, and you haven't seen the original movie.
I have not.
Yeah. I don't know that, I knew that Alan Alda was a writer, but I don't know of anything else that he did.
Didn't he direct the final episode of MASH?
Yeah, I think you're right. I know he directed a lot of MASH.
Mm-hmm.
He pops up in this. He plays, what's her name? He plays Carrie's character's father in this. Makes an appearance. Boy, looking pretty shaky.
Well, yeah, he's got to be, and I'm not exaggerating, he's got to be 90.
Yeah, and he has some sort of, it's not completely debilitating or anything, but he's got some sort of neurodegenerative thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I just always liked him. I was actually a fan of MASH. I was listening to Kevin Smith's podcast, and he was talking about MASH because, Hot Lips, what's her name, passed away this week.
Oh. Loretta Swit?
Loretta Swit, yes.
Ask me how I pulled that one out of my ass. I think it was just going to my memory of the credits from MASH.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dad watched that.
Right. Kevin Smith was saying, to him, MASH was fun's over, right? Because the reruns always came on at night.
Time to be bummed out. It's MASH.
Yeah. Your sitcoms are over. There's no more cartoons.
Yeah.
Maybe if you push through this, you could get to the, some weird ass creature feature movie that would play in the middle of the night. In the Crumbs,
maybe there were some scenes with Klinger or Radar. You could get your comedy Crumbs.
Yeah. I ate that shit up though. I love MASH. I've seen every episode of MASH multiple times. I know that show inside and out. And, it just and a big part of it was Alan Alda. He was just the epitome of, as a kid, how I thought a grown man would and should be. And I just thought he was charming as a motherfucker and funny. And it's it's a crazy fucking show. The shit that they did on that show.
I think he also directed the episode where he killed the baby.
He doesn't kill the baby. Well, the mother kills the baby.
He orders her to kill the baby.
He kind of, as a doctor, I recommend. Yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he orders the execution.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, R.I.P. Loretta Swit. She was, I don't know her from anything else other than MASH.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Hot Lips, the end.
Yeah.
And isn't she one of the few people that was from the movie that made it to the show? Wasn't she also in the movie?
You're right. Yeah. Cause she has the nude scene in it. The prank, the hilarious prank that those rapscallions play on her.
Isn't sexual assault so funny?
Yeah. When she's taking a shower, they rig up the tent in some way to just like yank off in one fell swoop while they're all watching. And so she's just there completely exposed for the entire camp to cheer at. Yeah, I might have to go when I'm done with my Northern Exposure rewatch. I think it's time to dive back into MASH. It's been a long time.
Ugh.
That's a rough one as a rewatch though, especially because I think it's the first 2 seasons have the laugh track. And
right.
That's really rough to get past. It's like in Northern Exposure, I think it's the first 3 episodes have this like incidental music that like plays over everything that you're supposed to be paying attention to. Only it's like really high in the mix and not ducked for when people talk. And it's really distracting. And it's also just, it's just kind of like that type of dumb shit music that's just like doing nothing but like giving the scene some sense of pace. And that goes away pretty quick. The music's great in Northern Exposure. They just didn't figure it out for the first 3 episodes. And it's like they have these really great conversations and you're like, God, this would be like a really great, meaningful moment in the show right now if it wasn't for the stupid trumpet that won't shut the fuck up. Somebody's stepping on a duck. Speaking of podcasters, I've referenced so many of them today. I have to like really cut back. I need to actively listen to more music and listen to less podcasts. There has to be some editing. Wow, listen to that.
You get takeover going on.
Yeah. I live kind of in the armpit of Woodward and 8 Mile. So there's some of that every now and then.
Yeah.
And it's probably those fucking stupid 3-wheeled doom buggy things with the speakers that face outward like you're a fucking animal. I want to just fucking fling nickels at these assholes. I don't understand why these things are legal.
You don't like hearing their music?
Then, like the mobile PA shit can go suck a dick. But anyways, I was trying to segue into the fact that Mark Maron has announced that he is ending his long-running WTF podcast.
Yeah, he's hanging it up.
So it's kind of funny because I saw that I still get his feed. It still shows up. I just don't listen. But I want to know who he has on, and I'll be like, yeah, maybe I'll listen to that one. And then invariably, that person that he has on will be on some other podcast that'll be probably more enjoyable for me to listen to. And so I just go, yeah, fuck it. Hey, look at that. I can just listen to John Mulaney talk to somebody else and not have to hear all Mark Maron's baggage.
Yeah, that was my thing. Why I stopped listening to WTF? One was, we were saying earlier, the politics. Like, the 2016 election cycle is where I fell off.
Yeah.
And be like, dude,
it's a rough listen.
It's like, dude, it's gonna be all right, buddy.
And look, I'm not slagging him. I respect Mark Maron. He's just not who I go to for politics. He is not, and never will be.
And then 2, he was just like, at some point, buddy, happiness is a choice. Like listening to him, it's like, dude, like you have all of these things and you're still miserable, man. Maybe go to the shrink every day or something.
All right.
Like
2 pushbacks on that. 1, clinical depression is real. 2, it's kind of his shtick, right? It's like asking Lewis Black, hey, can't you just calm down?
I mean, I get it.
It's his thing.
And I get it. Yeah, he made his bones on being cynical Gen X guy. I get it.
Yeah.
But then maybe I got tired of the shtick. Maybe it says more about me as a person.
That is totally appropriate. Yes. And I did too. I listened what was the big like milestone? I mean, this is going way back now. I think to the beginning of our podcast, he had his is it like a 1,000th episode or something like that?
He had Obama on. I mean, and to me, we were talking about that earlier. That legitimized podcasting.
Oh yeah, no, that was a milestone for his podcast and for all
podcasting.
Yeah, that definitely changed the game.
Yeah.
And you saw it in the difference in the ads, like almost immediately. It's like podcasts were just, suddenly they had ads like everybody else.
Yeah, it went from like dildos to cars.
Yes. Yeah.
But when he wasn't being all cranky, he was a good interviewer.
I think he's a good interviewer. I think his quality that makes him a good interviewer is that he has a certain, he doesn't get embarrassed, right? He's not pompous. So he's totally like, he comes off as very like relaxed dude, but
he is not relaxed.
In his, internally, no. In his interviews, the interviews is very casual.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I wouldn't call him a stuffed shirt.
And he's, the setting of having it in the garage initially, it all added up to an environment where people would kind of forget that they were doing media and they could just have a conversation with a buddy and say things that they might not normally say and get people who've done tons of media, tons of press and interviews, get them to, say shit that they don't normally say. That was the biggest. I mean, I don't know that interviewing is a skill, and I don't think that's a skill that he cultivated. I think it's through his talent, certainly, and his own personality and circumstance, he kind of backed into being a good interviewer.
I would agree with that.
And when the circumstances kind of dissolve around him so that it's no longer, nobody who goes on WTF can convince themselves that nobody's never really going to hear this, right? They know people are going to hear it. Not only that, but other quote unquote real press is going to pick up on it and print it if they say something crazy in this interview because they're listening. So you don't have the same open environment. So you're going to get, that interview, the person being interviewed is going to be on the same script that they are for any other show that they go on. And so there's just nothing unique then that Maron can bring to the table. He's stymied as far as getting to crack that nut.
Yeah.
Which was his specialty.
And now they're going to either be more guarded.
Yeah. So I think it just wasn't viable. I didn't listen to it, but yeah, I saw that he had John Mulaney on, and I love John Mulaney. He's now become, I think, my favorite comic. And I just was curious what he was going to talk about in the interview. I know, like, he's wrapped up his latest season of his Netflix weird talk show. And he's somebody who I'm curious about what's next for him. So I almost listened to it, and then I didn't because there's so many other podcasts that I listen to on the reg. And then I saw a news story that he announced on the John Mulaney show that he was going to be ending. And I was like, well, I could have heard it in real time.
I'm more in the Nate Bargatze camp right now.
He's your top.
Well, I notice I've started to become more of a fan of the guys that don't work blue, simply because I've and maybe it's just from doing this for as long as we've been doing it. Like, vulgarity and swearing can be a crutch. And if you do clean comedy, you have to actually be funny.
Yeah. That's why I like Pete Holmes. Right? I think he's like a popular, but still kind of like controversial. Not controversial like he's edgy, but like, I think controversial just because some people think that he's just kind of hacky. But he's just has more of an old school, like Brian Regan style vibe to his comedy.
Yeah, like Regan's funny. He don't swear.
Regan's one of the funniest comics out there.
He doesn't swear. Gaffigan is another guy. He's hilarious. He does not swear.
And I think that's where Pete Holmes has found himself. I think he's really good at it. I think his latest tour, he was he was trying to find a good name for it, and he was calling it for a while the PG-13 tour, but he just found that like trying to put it in a box too much was just too constricting. He's just like, I'm just not gonna, it's not even like no swears. It's just not using swears as a crutch, right?
Yeah.
It's not like if you need to quote somebody for the joke, you're going to say, and then he said, F you, or just could take it out of your joke. It's just not, and then the fucking guy says to me, and then this piece of shit.
Yeah. You're not using swear words as filler.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of action in the city tonight.
Yeah, the sirens. Yes. They did a study about sirens that like, they found that they're really not helpful. Like people tend to just freeze up. Like I witnessed this recently, actually, because I just had a cop, I was in a line at a light. We had just gotten off the freeway. Cop got off the freeway with his lights on, and I had to figure out where to go, so I'm maneuvering myself around. And then the one dipshit in the front couldn't figure out where to go. I mean, he literally could have gone anywhere from the position he was in. He could have moved up forward enough and still not been anywhere near cross traffic. But he just froze up because he had this cop with his lights on trying to wiggle his way through this little snarl of traffic. And yeah, the cop got pissed and ended up going like practically up over the curb to get around this asshole.
I don't know what to do. You get out of the way.
Yeah. And yeah, they've actually found in this study that like it's a completely counterintuitive thing. Like it makes sense. It's like, hey, get out of the way, but like all you're doing is causing chaos and confusion in something that usually has its own order, that people are used to paying attention to. And anytime you introduce chaos like that, it's not going to improve the flow. It's like, adding turbulence to water. It's not going to flow faster. I found out today that Morton Harkett has been, that he's battling Parkinson's disease. Do you know who Morton Hackett is?
No.
He is the, falsetto singer of the band Aha.
Oh.
Who hit those impossibly high notes that everyone tries to reach in, the chorus of Take On Me.
Yes.
He's 65 years old, and has had multiple brain surgeries trying to manage the disease. I didn't know that you could actually, like, they do surgery on you for Parkinson's.
I mean, maybe yes, I'm guessing.
I'm actually a fan of Aha, and not just that song, not just that album. I
couldn't tell you another Aha song.
In that record collection, I have at least 6 Aha LPs.
Wow.
Over there. And part of it is that they were just cheap. You could find them in dollar bins all over the place. They kept releasing music, but none of it caught on in the US like Take On Me did. And part of that was due to that video. That video just like blew people's minds. And it still, just a great looking and cool concept that holds up.
Well, yeah, at the time, for what it was groundbreaking visually.
Yeah.
It was combining live action and animation and computer graphics. That was a big deal in 1986.
Yeah. It was that and the fucking Dire Straits video, the Money for Nothing video.
Yes. Do you know if you try to find the original version of that, you have to scour the internet, and it is still hard to find.
But is there
Money for Nothing?
Is there an edited video where they take out the faggot word? I was going to say the F word, but we can just be adults. Also, that's confusing.
Yeah.
But he says faggot in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. But it's still in the original song, right? Or have they taken that now finally out of the...
If you're trying to find it on the internet, it's hard to find.
Yeah, for the video. But like, it still gets played on classic rock. And I haven't listened to classic rock radio in ages, but the last time I listened, it was still in there.
Let's see.
I don't know if they've edited it out. Edited it. And here's the thing. When I say that word, I was quoting, and when that word is sung, it's also being quoted. Because if you don't know the lore behind the song, that's fucking Mark Knopfler in an ABC warehouse or some shit, looking for new appliances and overhearing two goons that were like literally moving refrigerators and shit talk to each other about what was going on the TV, watching MTV and calling the dudes with the long hairs faggots. It's not Mark Knopfler calling somebody that word.
It sounds so long.
Don't you have the transcription on there? The word, does it show the words? Banging on those bongos like a chimpanzee. That's racist.
Right.
You can't say that. They need to make an updated version of this. Like, what's that? What'd that guy say? You can't say that anymore.
Shut your mouth. It is there. This is the faggot version. I scrolled back in the lyrics.
Yeah. I mean, it should stay.
Right.
Right? I don't care if the word's offensive. It's supposed to be offensive from the perspective of the character in the song.
And true. And if you're offended, if you're easily offended, I got some bad news for you about the N in NWA.
Yeah. So, anyway, I guess we should wrap up this podcast before we get ourselves into real trouble.
Yeah, like as white guys, we can only ever call it NWA. We can only ever use the acronym.
I'm fine with that.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Let's trapdoor out of this. At the Weasel 420 on social media, ChristopherMedia.net has all of the podcasts. Has a PayPal button if you want to help us out. And wherever you can listen to the show, rate us and review us 5 stars, please, and thank you. And delving into some of the statistics, hello, all you California listeners. We're a home state. We're way down on the list. Like we're
Oh, really?
Yeah,
there's a lot of people in California.
Yeah.
A lot of people in Michigan, though.
Yeah, but they like us on the West Coast, so
nice.
Hey, thanks for listening, and leave 5-star rating and stuff.
Yeah,
and stay high.
And stay high.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.